Hello, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics University. Guys, I want to bring you a perspective today. L.A. Lewis made a prediction back in 2019. You guys know L.A. Lewis is always in our politics at the height of, political events and seasons. And he made a prediction that, listen, if the PNP people did not vote for Peter Phillips to remain there and go into the election, it would have been a complete disaster for the party. But guys, the party did what he said, and it turned out catastrophic anyway. So I want to look at the variables, and I want you to come along with me. Look at the variables to see what caused the catastrophe, even though the Comrades did what L.A. Lewis said and suggested. After you watch this video with L.A. Lewis, I will come back to you and I will discuss.
You always have to go with the people who's right for the party, not the people who you want to vote for, but the person who's right. That's how I'm backing Peter Phillips now. Peter Phillips is the man. He has been there, he has tasted the water, he has came back with the grapevine. Yes, and so he's like the man that is incontestability. When we say incontestability, someone that they cannot contest with. So it will be a suicide mission for somebody else to put another person in the party and to be the leader, otherwise from Peter Phillips. Because he rose against Portia Simpson and he has been triumphant. Yes, and so Peter Phillips, ladies and gentlemen, is a man. He don't know say Ellen not to wear orange, I always in white. So for this day, Peter Phillips is great. The man get off wear orange. It would be impossible. So when Ellen come out to the orange, Peter Phillips cannot win. And you know this, I didn't drive the BMW today. I didn't drive the Benz. What did I drive today? I drive the Accord. So today it's one Accord. It's all about Peter Phillips. My money is on him, I'm betting my money is on him. And I'm betting the Accord and Peter Phillips. So ladies and gentlemen, the man, the moment, the future for the PNP party, Peter Phillips. I pick up the star. You don't know, because that's who we are, we're a star. So Peter Phillips, boom.
So as you guys know, Bunting lost the challenge, and L.A. Lewis said, if you vote against Peter Phillips, it is going to be a very bad thing. So Peter Phillips came back victorious, and it turned out to be a disaster. What do you think, guys? Tell me in the comments, what do you think caused that disaster? What we do know is that after Peter Bunting lost, he failed to concede in the right sense of the word. He had his supporters continued to cause disruption and destruction to reverse the decision of Dr. Phillips being victorious. They wanted Dr. Phillips to lose at the general election. And that is exactly what happened. Now, the icing on the cake where destruction is concerned took place when Peter Bunting lost his seat as well. It wasn't just Peter Phillips who lost. Peter Phillips lost the general election, but he won his seat. Now, Peter Bunting lost his seat, as we know. Dayton Campbell lost his seat, and a few others. Actually, the entire Rise movement lost their seats, except for the two safest seats in Jamaica, which two risers occupy, which is Mark Golding and Angela Brown-Burke. Now, talking about that S word, what L.A. Lewis suggested, that really and truly came after the general election. And Bunting and his group decided that no one can and should lead the People's National Party except for those who are members of my camp, my team, my Rise United movement. And then they were down to two persons. Only two risers had seats in Parliament after the general election. That was Mark Golding and Angela Brown-Burke. So they decided to put up Mark Golding and not Angela Brown-Burke. And you can tell me in the comments, guys, Would Bunting and that camp have a better chance if they had chosen to use Angela Brownberg to go up against Lisa? Or if, using Mark Golding and with his talks about money and all that kind of thing, and, the $10 million that they put up, to spend with the workers and the delegates and Ray. One thing say, them would have stand a better chance with Angela Brownberg, who more Jamaicans probably could have identified with. Would she have stood a chance against Lisa? Should they have given her the $10 million instead and let her come to the delegates and come to the PNP? I don't know, guys. You tell me in the comments. What L.A. Lewis said was true, but I don't think L.A. Lewis or anybody anticipated the actions of Bunting and those people after they lost, that insurrectionist behavior that they carried out. But the truth of the matter, guys, we have seen elections before and people lose elections and stuff like that. But, this one was very different for obvious reasons. You have people who were just saboteurs who deliberately decided that if it's not us, then it won't be, But the thing is, they had the chance. They had the chance to, lead and present themselves as leaders, and even so, they are still struggling like never before seen in the politics. They are struggling and they are barely above water, just scraping by, and it's just not working for them, So it really leaves the question, when you fight for power and you get power and it's not powering for you, what is the problem? What is the cause? Is it just that karma works that way, guys? Or is it that Bunting did not assemble the right set of people or the right person to replace him? It's a very strange situation. L.A. Lewis said something very interesting, Him say, it's not who you want to vote for, it's who is the right person. And see it here playing out. Leak polls show that most wanted Lisa Hanna for presidency. A lot of people may agree, some may not. Mark Gordon supporters may say, you know what, despite what the people want, this is what we wanted. But it's clearly not working out. And then with the whole citizenship and allegiance deception and the continuous deception and lies, it's just not working out. And it's just, our politics, in my view, guys, it's worse than it's ever been in my lifetime. The truth of the matter is, the last two leaders of the PNP, Portia Simpson Miller and Dr. Peter Phillips. You see, guys, when it comes to leadership is, especially in politics, it is a high functioning job. It is a job that you take serious. It is a job that you prepare for. It is not a job that you rely on lies and propaganda to get you ahead, because it doesn't work in this time. We're living in a different time now, and so you have to have a different method that will work for you, to have people listen to you, to have at least majority, because that's how you're going to win something. You have to have a method and a mean and a way of having people be interested in what you're saying. You have to be the type of person that can persuade the majority and give the people hope, and someone that the people can look at and say, hey, we have this in common, or I can relate to you in one way or another. And that is what the People's National Party in opposition is lacking. The party that built its foundation on an anti-colonial set of principles, and to see the government still making strides because there are no Peter Phillips, there are no Portia Simpson Miller, there are no Michael Manley, and they don't have to be any of those people, but they need to at least have the characteristics that those guys had, or at least some of it, to be able to go to the people and be taken seriously and be listened to and be heard and, to persuade the people. And it's very different from anything that we've seen in the past, and for a man like L.A. Lewis to pretty much understand even then that, guys, you are to not pick Peter Bunting at this time. And L.A. Lewis was talking from a place of experience, that Peter Phillips is more experienced. He's been there, done that. Him can hold him own, him can function, and he was right. But it got worse, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, you are listening to Jamaica Politics University. Let me know what you think in the comments about what L.A. Lewis said and how you view the whole thing from then till now. Guys, make sure you're subscribed and you have your notification on, and you are inviting your friends over here, and you are tuning in to our weekly broadcast. Thank you so much for watching.